Floor is yours, Coach.
So this year's baseball team is looking good. Actually, they're probably one of the most gelled and most completely lost it. Sorry. They're the team that's been the most put together, and I have to give shout out to the captains, Corey Martin, Alfonso Bardes, and Chandler Williams. They've done a great job. They've done a lot of non-baseball things with the team, which we usually end up doing halfway through the season. They've taken upon themselves to do, a dinner with the team on a rainout day, and that seems to have really brought the team together. We had our first scrimmage yesterday against a 4A school, and we won the game, but that's not the point. The point was that they played extremely well. They're one of the best defensive teams I think we've had. And more than anything else, they were encouraging each other, and there was happiness in the dugout, and they were just having a good time, lifting each other up, and that just helps tremendously when that happens.
We'll open the floor for questions at this point.
What team is your biggest competitor this year?
Well, every year we have, our conference is our competitor. Every team in that conference. We play in probably the deepest, best conference in 1A in baseball. So we play two teams that are top 10 in the state. And so other than saying every team is a challenge, we really want to beat Voyager and Falls Lake. Those are our two big ones.
Where do you see the team as a contender both on the conference level and the state level?
Conference level, I definitely see us competing for the conference championship. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We have a great chemistry on the team right now, which is a good thing to see at this point in the season. The other teams, Voyager and Falls and East Wake, Oxford Prep, all those teams, they challenged us last year, and we kind of didn't expect it. And this year we're prepared, and I expect us to finish high in the conference. The state, no question, we will make the state playoffs and make a run for the state championship.
From the scrimmage, what have you noticed that your team needs to work on?
Oh, great question. We have a lot of new things that we put in place, especially defensive, and I have a rule that I've always had, and that's that I should be able to take anybody, pick them up and put them in any position and then be able to play it. Well, this year is actually happening. This year I can put any player in any spot and they know what they're doing. Yesterday we had a left-handed catcher, left-handed third baseman, left-handed shortstop. It's all things that you don't see in baseball. Yes?
How do you think your freshmen will fit into it?
That's a great question. The freshmen, especially the scrimmage yesterday was real good for them because they got those nerves out. I think they'll definitely help us compete. They'll definitely be getting some playing time. They like to have fun with them as well, so it's good. It makes the team just gel better.
Anyone else?
Matthew.
I know sometimes pitching depth can be an issue at this level. So how do you view your guys' depth both in the rotation and?
Again, great question. That is one thing that I'm concerned about. We have outstanding starting rotation, and it really drops off from there as far as how many we have. We play 3 games a week. We probably have 3 solid starting pitchers and a couple that really don't want to start, but they're good pitchers. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. We may be using some of the junior varsity pitchers at times to help fill in the gaps. We also have, all 3 freshmen that we have on varsity can pitch. So, there's times where we're going to try and get them some experience as well. Yes.
How are you going to adapt to Xander Lawhorn's injury this season?
Xander who?
Lawhorn?
Xander. Yeah. Don't know. He got hurt so early that I never had any plans for him anyway. So.
do offensively as far as hitting?
Good question. Our team has always been a great hitting team. This team is a little bit different in that they're a better strategically hitting team, if that makes sense. These guys have a higher baseball IQ than normal, so they're able to know where they need to hit the ball and when they need to bunt, and just a matter of convincing them that that's what they need to do, and we're going to do well. We stole a whole bunch of bases yesterday, and the catcher was a phenomenal catcher, so it was just our guys getting good jumps.
Anything else?
Who do you think the best hitter on the team is?
I don't think we have a best hitter. We have a bunch of really good hitters.
Who do you think is going to be your best catcher this season? Your
Best
starter-
catcher this
your
season?
starter?
That's a challenge. I mean, we don't really have one starting catcher at this point. We're going to be working everybody in and out. Between Jeremy Pearsall and Corey Martin, we'll probably get most of the work. And Corey's left-handed. That's very unusual at this level.
Do you believe that type of parity amongst players is going to allow you to go further than ever in program history?
Yeah, I would definitely point to that at the end when we're holding up the state championship, that it was the team chemistry in the beginning of the season that really brought us to that point. You know, they really gelled great. They get along well. There's very few on the team that just don't have that aren't mixed in with the group. And it's been the best part about it is it's been serious and fun at the same time. You know, I tell them when they cross through that dugout, they have to flip a switch, and that's when they're to become serious. And having them do that, but at the same time allowing them to have their fun at times has really helped them come together. The leadership, though, I can't say enough about the captains this year. They're really doing a great job at keeping everybody doing the right thing, under control, having fun at the appropriate times, and being serious at the appropriate times.
All right.
Wait.
Well,
Who do you really lean on to play the best in the outfield?
Who do I lean on to play the best in the outfield? Probably my left fielder, center fielder, and right fielder.
Any names you
Any names? No.
all right. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks.
Hey, my name is Corey. I'm the captain on the team this year. I'm a senior, and I have very high expectations for the squad. I think we can make a real big run in the state playoffs, and it's the best team at FA I've ever been a part of.
Floor now open for questions.
Have you ever played catcher before this year?
Yeah, growing up, I started catching. I was like 8 or 9, and it was always unusual for me to be a left-handed catcher, but it was something that I've always enjoyed doing. But going further in my baseball career, it was hard to do, and I was limited because of being left-handed. But having the opportunity to do it again this year is something I'm definitely looking forward to.
Being a senior, do you feel an increased sense of urgency to win this year?
Yeah, I mean, last year I didn't even make the state playoffs, so something we have to do is just make the state playoffs, because being out and sitting on the couch last year during the state playoffs going on was something that definitely was heartbreaking.
Do you have any speculation regarding All-State this year?
You know, that's always the goal going into the season is All-State for me and my fellow teammates. Chandler won it last year, which was really cool to see. But yeah, All-State is something that is definitely a goal.
What does your team chemistry look like on and off the field?
It's great this year. It's better than it ever has been. We're gelling as a team really well. We're doing a lot of things to build that bond between each other. Like, for example, last Friday we had practice canceled, but we still had practice in a sense because we all got together and had a fun activity planned, and also went out for dinner. So it was something that, was very fun, and it helps in the long run of building a team and a culture. Yeah, the new freshmen this year have been great. They're eager to learn, and they're definitely going to play a big role on the team this year. And I'm excited to see what they have to bring towards the table.
Do you think that this is a season where the stars have just aligned for the program with the right amount of leadership and freshman contribution, or is this something that is continually building, and this is going to be a team that's not just successful this season but for years to come?
Yeah, I think it's going to be successful for years to come. Really, I mean, this is just the start. We're starting to see success. It's been a work up to this point. We've had a lot of hard years where we haven't had a lot of success, but this is the year where we can really see that we're getting over the hump, so to say. And so from this year forward, I can definitely see FA becoming a powerhouse of the 1A conference.
What are your goals to help the team as a captain?
Building that team chemistry is huge. You can see it with other sports a lot of times is that when that chemistry isn't there between players and coaches and teammates, it just doesn't bode well for your team, and you won't see the success you will on the field, no matter how much talent you have, if you aren't gelled as one.
Who do you think would win a team home run derby?
We have a lot of big hitters on our team, so there's nothing to worry about there. It could be any one of us on any given day.
Coach Fairfield was quoted as saying that he believed you had the best home field in the conference. Do you share those same sentiments, and why?
Home field home field advantage, should I say?
No, home field like actual turf playing.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice field. It's come a long way. My freshman year, it was the worst field in the conference. It had crabgrass in the outfield and dirt all. That was just terrible in the infield, but now it's a state-of-the-art facility.
So as a catcher, how important is it for you to get in fairly regular work to be able to build up some chemistry with the pitchers?
Yeah, it's very important. One of the pitchers I catch most often is Alfonso Bardes, and almost every weekend we're at the field working together to get that chemistry built up so we can have the most success on the field and have that chemistry of when to know what he wants to pitch in certain situations and where he wants to hit locations and whatnot, so we can have the most success and keep the batters off balance.
Corey will take one more question.
Okay.
Team arm wrestle. Who wins?
I'm not putting Harry out of it. However, I think Alfonso could give him a run for his money. Yeah, no, he's got the lefty power, I've seen him work at the Y. Got them big muscles.
I have a question. Are you concerned about Alfonso Bardes' propensity to leave the ball up in the zone?
We saw it yesterday. Thank you for your time.
I don't think.
Floor is open for questions for Mr. Williams.
What's been the most difficult part of coming back from the knee injury?
Probably mentality. Just coming back and knowing that I can trust my knee. That's probably been the hardest part. The brace has definitely helped, but I think what really gave me the boost of confidence was yesterday, about an hour before the game, when the doctor said I didn't need the brace. I still wear it just for my sake and my mom's, because she freaks out about it. But the mentality has been the hardest part, getting back to where I was before the knee injury.
Chandler, what does it take to get the student body excited about baseball for this year and try to get a little bit of a student section out of the ball field for you guys?
Well, to be honest, most people I talk to don't even know where we play. They're really confused about that. So telling them it's right across the street and it's free, that kind of excites them. But if we had a ride set up, that'd be a big thing, because most people are like, oh, I just don't have a ride and my parents don't want to take me. And that really confuses me, to be honest, because it's literally 2 minutes up the road. But just getting friends interested and they bring other friends, that really excites the student body, I think.
I know you like middle infield, but if the team needs you to play somewhere else, would you be willing to play, for instance, third base?
Yeah, sure. I played right field in the scrimmage yesterday, so I'm willing to play anywhere.
How have you felt chemistry and working as a team?
To be honest, not a lot. That's been Corey and Fonzo's thing. I wasn't cleared to be out there with the team to be participating because of legal things. So I wasn't able to help a lot with that, but I did help Coach Fairfield behind the scenes with a lot of things, with practice plans, rosters, lineups, stuff like that. Is just stuff like that. Chemistry-wise, I've just trying to been catching up lately, following Corey and Fonzo in that. So.
Coming back from your injury, how have you adjusted to playing with the team in the scrimmage?
Well, I didn't really feel a difference. Obviously, I was aware of my knee and the fact that I had injured it, but it didn't feel any different. I had one point where I was like, okay, is it good? But then it was fine after that. Running, I didn't suffer any. I stole 3 bases yesterday, made a couple plays, so it didn't bother me at all.
Do you have any goals to play in college?
I do, but I think I'm going to take my first 2 years off just because of my knee injury, get back to strength, and then maybe try out for either a club team or the actual team at state. So that's my plan.
How do you think the team will do this year? How far? What do you think?
We're going to go far. It's bottom line. As long as we keep this mentality that we already have, and we have the skills to do it, we're 4 people deep in each position. So anyone can play anywhere. I'm comfortable with any lineup, with any person at any position. So.
This is a team that school conference has been high on for the last 3 years. What makes this year so different to have that heightened confidence?
Like Jason said earlier, I think it was, there's no beef. Nobody's upset at anybody. It's we're literally one unit, to where last year we started out early in the season, there was a lot of drama. We split the team down the middle, and it was a struggle last year just get rolling. We started out 5-0, but then the rest of the season we only won 5 games, so it was a struggle. But having that mentality and the unity that we have this year is a big change, because it just instills confidence in everyone that you're always lifting someone else up and not putting them down.
Are you just as excited about playing Falls Lake like Jason and Alfonso?
I am, but to be honest, I'm excited to play Voyager more. Falls Lake, I know a lot of the guys on Falls Lake, so that is exciting, but it's just, I play against them in travel ball and stuff like that, so it's not a new experience for me. But Voyager has always been a big thing for me. I really want to beat them because we haven't beat them since I've been here. So that's one of our big goals. Falls Lake is definitely still up there though.
Do you think you're gonna pitch against Voyager this year again?
I sure hope so. Not to brag on myself, but after last year's outing, I think I deserve another chance.
Anything further? Chandler, thanks so much. We're up for questions for these two. So, somebody begin.
Jason, same question I asked Corey. As a senior, do you feel an increased sense of urgency to win this year?
I would say yes. Sophomore year, we had a lot of success. We went 17-7, won a playoff game, had a home playoff game, and then to go from that to not even making the playoffs kind of sucked. So yeah, this is our last shot. We got to make it count.
How much improvement have you seen in the team since your first year of playing here?
I think the biggest thing that I've seen as far as improvement is there was always beef on the team. Now there's not. So it's going to set us up to make a run, I think.
How do you guys like the new freshmen?
They're not as bad as I thought they would be, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting to like them, but I actually do kind of like them. They don't tell them, but I actually do like them a lot.
Yeah, like Fonzo said, I didn't have high hopes, but they're not bad. I like them. Not nearly as bad as when Fonzo was a freshman.
That's the big
Did baseball have an influence on you changing your name?
It did not.
So you didn't think it would sound cooler for colleges?
maybe once or twice. Thought might have popped into my head, but you know.
How has baseball affected the playoff run of your basketball career?
What career?
After consulting my parents, we made the decision that baseball season beginning and games starting has been more important to me than my basketball career. At this time, it's more important for me to go to practice because we are starting real games Wednesday. So, yeah.
Jason, how difficult has it been for you to jump straight from basketball season into baseball season with really no break?
Well, I'm worn out, but, we're getting through it.
Alfonso, do you think you'll be one of the top pitchers in conference, maybe state?
I'm not gonna say that, but I think I could be. I don't want to be cocky like others. I'm not gonna walk on the field and get all state, but I'm gonna do the best I can pitching for the team because that's all it is. It's whatever I can do for the team. If I gotta pitch a game against a lower team, I'll do it. But if I gotta go up against the higher teams, which is most likely, did it last year too, I'll do it for the team. And I do think I could be one of the best pitchers if I work hard and hit my spots like I did in previous seasons, yes.
This is for both of you. How much did last year's lack of success and not making the state playoff, how much of the memory of that is going to spurn you to try to work a little harder to be a little better this season?
Oh, it started in December. It's for us to get going earlier than before so we can get out there and get as many people as we could from, even if they weren't necessarily returning players, but just get everybody we could out there working because we want to put in the work. We want to be able to get into the playoffs. We want to make a good run at it. So it's definitely in the back of our minds.
Yeah, I think like Fonzo said, I got to give a lot of credit to Corey because he started a group chat and got everyone out there in December. But yeah, everyone's thinking about it. It's definitely not something that's lost on us, and we're just doing anything we can for the team.
Alfonso, what speeds are you reaching this season?
I don't know exactly, but I'd say somewhere in the 80s.
Jason, what's your plan on pitching this season?
Well, I believe I'm going to get an opportunity to pitch a little bit more this year, and I'm going to take advantage of that. Throw strikes, get outs, and do whatever I can to help the team.
Does having so many players that threw left-handed at positions in the infield yesterday, does that throw off anything for you guys, or have you practiced enough that you're used to it at this point?
Well, I play first when I'm not pitching, but I played with Corey for my first team ever back in T-ball. I've been with him for a while, and there's no one else that'd be able to play infield left-handed, but I know I've been with him for a while, so it's not really a big jump. I still just got to catch a ball. It's not that bad. But middle infield, it might be a little different just because getting the ball out if you're rolling too, but it's not that bad. It's kind of nice.
I got confidence in our guys that wherever they're put, they can play and they can perform.
So I know Coach Fairfield says that he views you guys as one of the top teams in the conference and potentially the state. Do you guys share that sentiment?
I think we can be if we put in the right work. We have the mentality for it, I think, or we're getting close to it. We're building the mentality for it. If we put in the work, I think we can. We do have the skill set. I really do believe that we could be one of the best teams. But we can't just come in with the attitude that we are one of the best. We have to work for it, but we can get there.
Yeah, like Fonzo said, nothing's going to be handed to us. So as long as we go out there and work, which we are, I think we do have a shot to do that.
Unless you're Corey, then they'll hand all state to you.
Let's go one more question.
What team are you most looking forward to playing this season?
Falls Lake.
Falls Lake.
They've been playing together since they were little kids. They were on the same travel team playing. That was my rival team when I was playing travel too. They were on the Thunder, a lot of them. So playing them, they're definitely the best team in the conference as of now. But when we play them, maybe that'll change.
All right, thanks so much, guys.